If you've gone low contact with someone, maybe a parent, partner, or community, but still feel drained, confused, or resentful, you're not alone. Stepping back physically is a powerful step, but it doesn't automatically set you free. That's because the real exit always begins inside, with an energetic and emotional release that no amount of distance alone can replace. Today we'll break down why low contact often still hurts, what an energetic exit really looks like, and how to start practicing it without abandoning your sensitivity. If you'd like a tool to help anchor this, just comment below, give me the guide, and I'll share my top 7 energetic boundaries for awakening empaths. On paper, reducing contact seems like the perfect solution. You have fewer phone calls, fewer visits, and more space. But so many sensitive or empathic people discover that even after stepping back physically, the mental and emotional hooks remain. And that's because energetic enmeshment doesn't rely on how often you see someone. It's built on unconscious contracts, such as, I will carry your guilt so you don't have to feel it, or I will be the peacekeeper so you don't rage, or I will keep performing the good child or the loyal partner, even from afar. These contracts survive distance. They live inside you, in your beliefs, your nervous system, and your sense of who you're allowed to be. So until you begin to break those contracts internally, you'll keep feeling just as trapped, no matter how many miles away you move. When I first started to step back from relationships that felt toxic, I thought the worst was over. I expected relief. But what I found was that my body kept reacting as if those people were right in the room. I replayed their voices, imagined their judgments, and felt the same shame and confusion, even though they were nowhere near me. And that's when I realized that the exit had to happen inside me before it could truly happen outside. In the sovereignty sequence, I call this the discernment stage, seeing the invisible threads of loyalty and fear that bind you and beginning to unweave them. That is where real freedom takes root. So why does it matter to focus on the energetic exit? Because if you stay tangled on the inside, you are still living your life according to someone else's rules. You may keep asking, would they approve of this? Am I disappointing them? Am I being selfish? But those questions don't come from your clarity. They come from the conditioning you were trained into, often since childhood. Staying entangled means you still feel responsible for their happiness, their pain, or their opinion of you. And that keeps you stuck in guilt, even when you no longer want the relationship. The cost of that is enormous. Your energy stays fragmented, your nervous system on high alert, and your true self hidden behind a web of obligation. So let's talk about how to begin exiting energetically, even if you're still technically low contact. First, name the contract. Write it down or say it out loud. For example, I was trained to feel guilty if I said no. Naming it is the beginning of dissolving it. Second, notice the reflex to over-explain. This is a core hook that keeps you tied in. Instead of explaining, practice saying, "This is my boundary," without justification. Third, clear your field. Simple rituals like shaking, breath work, salt baths, and even quiet visualization can help you release emotional residue after any contact, no matter how brief. Fourth, focus on your sovereignty mantra. Something like, I am free to choose what is true for me. Repeat it every time the guilt or fear rises. Fifth, slow down decisions. When the urge to fix things with the other person returns, pause. That pause is sacred. It interrupts the old role of caretaker or peacekeeper. These steps are what I guide people through inside the sovereignty sequence because the energetic exit is what truly sets you free. Low contact is a doorway, but if you stop there, you might just build a new prison with the same rules from a slightly safer distance. A true exit, one that returns you to your soul, happens when you reclaim your right to exist without managing the feelings of those who harmed you. Spiritually, this is the art of releasing someone from your energy field with compassion, but also with unwavering boundaries. It doesn't mean you hate them. It doesn't mean you wish them harm. It means you are no longer willing to abandon yourself to keep them comfortable. That is a spiritual practice of the highest order. If you're standing in this doorway right now, low contact but still feeling hooked, you are not alone. The sovereignty sequence is built to help you move from physical separation to true energetic freedom so you can build a life that belongs to you without apology. If you'd like a place to begin, just comment below, give me the guide, and I'll send you my top 7 energetic boundaries that every awakening empath should anchor, no matter what relationship you're stepping back from. Distance alone cannot save you. Freedom begins on the inside. Honor that exit. And as always, may the shadow wane and the stardust remain.